Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be covering what is cloud computing, NIST definition of cloud computing, and also I will explain history, advantages, disadvantages, limitations and features of cloud computing.
And whatever the topics that I am going to cover in this video, I will provide all those topics and the timings in description. Before starting this video, please check in description.
Guys, I have uploaded complete cloud computing subject tutorials. I will provide that link in description. You can watch from there. If you are watching this video for the first time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. At first, I will explain what is cloud computing. Cloud computing means using the internet to store and work with data instead of keeping everything on your computer. When you save something on your computer, it's only on that computer. But with cloud computing, you can save and open your data from anywhere as long as you are online. For example, if you save a file in Google Drive, you can open it from any device that has an internet connection. Guys, I will give one example so that you can clearly understand this definition. As for example, I bought some photos. If I store my photos in my computer, then only in this computer I can see that photos. But if I store my photos in internet like Google Drive, by using any device I can access that photos. Just you need internet connection, that's it. Google Drive is one of the example of cloud storage. So whenever you store your data in cloud, by using any device you can open your data and you can perform various operations on your data. Just you need internet connection, that's it. So cloud is nothing but internet. The cloud just means the internet. So when we talk about the cloud, we mean we are using the internet to store or run things. Guys, AWS, Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud. These three are famous cloud service providers, where AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. As for example, I have one small company. I need 5 to 6 servers for rent in order to handle my project. But purchasing servers is costly. So what I will do is, I will open this AWS website in internet and then I will take some servers for rent. Taking servers for rent is not like you are physically bringing that servers to your house. Just by using internet, you are storing your data in these servers. For example, let us say this Amazon company is located in Bangalore and this Amazon company contains so many servers and my software company is in Hyderabad. Just by using internet, I will connect with these servers and then I will work with these servers. So taking servers for rent is not like you are physically bringing. Just by using internet, you are connecting to those servers instead of purchasing servers. For example, let us say I took 3 servers for rent. But this time I got very big project. I want 5 to 7 servers. So what I will do is, simply I will open AWS website and I will pay some more money and then I will increase my servers. This is flexibility. The cloud is flexible, means it can grow bigger or smaller depending on what you need. For example, this time I got very small project. Just I need only one server to handle it. So what I will do is, I will open this AWS website and then I will delete remaining servers and then I will take only one server for rent. Yes, server is nothing but 24/7 running system. If you are developing any software company, definitely you need to purchase servers. For example, if you consider Amazon website, whenever you open Amazon website, you can see Amazon website. Amazon website is working 24/7 because that Amazon website is present in server and that server is working 24/7. That is why you can see that website anytime. Guys, servers contain databases. In the databases, our complete data is stored. I'll give one more example. For example, I'm game developer. So by using internet, I will connect to AWS website and then I will take high configuration system for rent like 1 TB hard disk, i7 processor, 10th generation with 8 GB RAM. I will take this system for rent in order to develop games. Taking rent is not like you are physically buying this system. Just by using internet, you are connecting to the system to work. While I am developing game, this 1 TB memory is full. Even though if memory is full, there is no problem because you can increase or decrease memory. This time I will configure my 1 TB hard disk to 2 TB hard disk. This is nothing but scalability. Scalability means it can increase space to fit more. And last one is elasticity. Means it can quickly change size to match our needs. Guys, not only you can increase size, you can also decrease size in cloud. And you need to pay only for what you use, which will save our money. Next I will explain NIST definition of cloud computing, where NIST stands for National Institute of Standards and Technology. The official definition of cloud computing comes from the National Institute of Standards and Technologies. This is definition by NIST. Cloud computing is a way to easily access shared computer resources over the internet. These resources include things like network, servers, storage, applications, services, etc. You can quickly use or stop using these resources with very little efforts needed to manage it. As cloud computing will provide various kinds of services like servers. I already explained this example before. You can rent various kinds of servers in cloud, and you can also rent network, and you can also rent various kinds of softwares, and you can also rent storage in order to store data. So cloud computing will provide various kinds of services for rent. For example, I need one costly software which is around 1 lakh. So what I will do is, I will take this software for rent in cloud like AWS or Google. In simple terms, cloud computing means that companies can provide resources like servers or storage that are not physically on your computer but can access from anywhere over the internet. Just by using internet, you are accessing servers or storage which are present in company's location, not in your computer, and you only pay for what you use, like how you pay electricity bill based on how much you use. As for example, if you consider our electricity bill, how much electricity we use, only for that we need to pay money. So even in cloud like AWS, so only for what service you use, only for that you need to pay money. For example, I used 1 TB of hard disk for storage for 1 month. So only for that 1 month I need to pay money. These are some of the key points for NIST definition, or you can also call it as motivation of cloud computing. And the first one is resources are available from the cloud providers. This includes hardware like servers and storage, and as well as softwares and applications. They all are provided over the internet by cloud providers. I want one server for rent. So it is cloud provider responsibility to provide server for you. Not only servers, storage, software, whatever you want, it is provided by cloud provider. And second one is pay as you go. You only pay for what you use. If you need more resources, then provider can quickly add them, and if you need less, you can adjust down. This flexibility is called elasticity. Guys, based on your work, you can increase or decrease resources. For example, for particular work, I need high configuration computer. So I can increase configuration, and for another work, I need very less configuration. So I can decrease that configuration. And for some work, I need more storage, and for some work, I need less storage. So based on your work, you can increase or decrease resources, and adjusting based on your needs is known as elasticity. And third one is minimal management on your side. Guys, for example, I took one server for rent in AWS. In that server, I will store some important files, and it is cloud provider responsibility to maintain your server perfectly. If any problem to your server, it is his responsibility, not your responsibility. And you don't need to worry about maintenance. Your server is maintained by cloud provider. You don't need to worry much about maintaining these resources. Since cloud provider handle that, you only need to maintain your own device that connected to cloud. For example, by using my laptop, I will open AWS website, and I will take one server for rent from AWS website. So only you need to maintain your laptop in order to open internet, that's it. You don't need to worry about this server. It is AWS company's responsibility to maintain the server. So NIST definition of cloud computing is saying that you can take various kinds of resources like servers, storage, services, softwares, etc. for rent by using internet in cloud. And this definition is widely accepted even by standard organizations like ISO and IEEE. Next I will explain history of cloud computing. The idea of cloud computing was introduced by computer scientist John McCarthy publicly in 1960s. Guys, John McCarthy is one of the famous computer scientists, and we also call him as father of AI. The idea of cloud computing was introduced by him in 1960s. The idea of cloud computing began with the concept of time sharing. Guys, in olden days, there are mainframe computers which are very costly. So in companies, if there are multiple employees, these employees will access this timeshare computer on timely basis. Like, so for 2 hours he will access this computer. Again after completing 2 hours, next 2 hours this person will access this computer. And after completing 2 hours, this person will access this mainframe computer. This person will pay money for 2 hours. Again this person will pay money for 2 hours. This person will pay money for 2 hours. This is time sharing. So the idea of cloud computing began with the concept of time sharing. Mainframe computers were expensive, so organization allowed multiple users to access single computer resource, sharing time and cost. And this is early version of cloud computing. And in 1990s, when internet grew, companies like Salesforce began offering softwares that people could use online instead of installing it on their own computers. This is one of the first example of using cloud. Guys, I will give one real-time example. Normally, if you consider MS Office, you need to install MS Office in your computer in order to work. But instead of installing MS Office on your computer, just you can work with MS Office in internet itself. And if you want to play any games, you need to install those games. But instead of installing games on your computer, just by using internet, you can play online games. So in 1990s, companies like Salesforce began offering online softwares instead of installing that softwares on your computer. And later in 2006, Amazon launched Amazon Web Services, shortly we call it as AWS, which allows business to rent virtual servers online instead of buying their own. This made cloud computing popular and affordable. Guys, if you want to establish company, you need to purchase servers, which is very costly. And again, in order to maintain those servers, you need to hire employees. And again, you need to pay salaries for employees, which is very costly. Amazon launched a AWS website. From this website, we can take servers for rent. This made cloud computing popular and affordable. And in 2010s, same like AWS, big companies like Microsoft and Google also started offering cloud services. And many businesses began using this cloud in order to store data and in order to run software applications online. And in 2020s, that is today, cloud computing is very common. And this cloud computing is used with new technologies like AI, artificial intelligence. And companies are using cloud in order to grow quickly and work from anywhere. And this cloud computing helps business to save money, work faster and be flexible. Next I will explain advantages of cloud computing. And the first advantage is cheaper computers. Guys, your computer need not to be costly because we will store complete data and we will work in computer which is run in cloud, not on your computer. Your computer need not to be costly. Just you need computer with good internet. That's it. Since most of the apps run in cloud, your computer don't need to be very powerful. And second one is better performance. Guys, normally in cloud, computers will work faster and it will give better performance. Cloud computers work faster because they don't have many programs running at once. Normally in our personal computer, we'll give various kinds of things like movies, games, songs, etc. But whereas in cloud, we will rent computer only for particular purpose. So cloud computers do not contain so many things. That is why they will give better performance. And third one is low software cost. Many cloud apps are free or cheaper than buying traditional software. Guys, in cloud, most of the softwares are free and many softwares are cheaper. And fourth one is automatic updates. Guys, in cloud, each and every software will be up to date. So there is no need to download or pay money for updates. And fifth one is easy document sharing. Guys, cloud also contains various kinds of softwares for sharing our data. So there is no need to worry about file sharing. And sixth one is lots of storage. There is the unlimited storage in cloud. And seventh one is safer data. As we will store complete data in internet, even though if your personal computer got any problem, there is no need to worry because your data is stored in cloud. So even though if your computer fails, by using any other device, you can open cloud and you can use. And eighth one is access from anywhere. Guys, in any location, by using any device, you can access your data in cloud. Just you need internet, that's it. And ninth one is always the latest version. Guys, whatever data you keep in cloud, the data will be present in cloud. There is no need to worry. So your documents in cloud are up to date. And 10th one is better teamwork. If group of employees are working in cloud, they can easily share files and communicate with each other. Cloud allows better communication. And last one is works on any device. Guys, by using any device like phone or tablet or computer, you can open cloud. Like you can open AWS website and you can access your files and apps. These are advantages of cloud computing. Next I will explain disadvantages of cloud computing. First disadvantage is internet dependency. Guys, cloud is nothing but internet. Guys, for example, if you consider AWS website, if you want to access AWS website, you need good internet connection. If your internet connection is not good and less speed, then you cannot access cloud. And second one is security and privacy. Guys, whatever data you are storing in cloud, that is nothing but you are storing complete data in internet. So if security and privacy is important for you, then you should not use cloud because hackers may hack your data. Third one is downtime. whatever servers that you are using in cloud, all those servers are present in company's location. So if there is any problem to that server, you cannot access your data or softwares. And fourth one is limited control. Guys, cloud is completely managed by cloud providers like AWS, Google, Microsoft Azure, etc. So you don't have complete control over cloud infrastructure. For example, if you consider AWS, how that AWS cloud must work, it is completely Amazon company decision. You cannot manage the decision. So you cannot make any decision like how that website must work. And fifth one is ongoing costs. Cloud computing is cheap, but if you are using it for long time and keep on adding various kinds of resources like increasing storage, increasing servers, you need to pay more money. These are limitations of cloud computing. And that first one is storage limit. Cloud computing is large, but it still has limits. If you use too much space, then you need to pay more money. And second one is performance issues. If so many people are using cloud at a time, then cloud performance may decrease. Or if there is any network issue, even the cloud performance will decrease. And third one is compatibility. It is not like each and every software will work good in cloud. If you are using some older softwares in cloud, then you may face some issues. And fourth one is data transfer speed. Guys, if you are uploading or downloading huge amount of data in cloud, you need good internet connection. And your cloud internet provider also must maintain good internet speed. If your internet is slow, then uploading and downloading large amount of data is very slow. Next I will explain features of cloud computing. And that first one is on-demand service. You can use cloud services whenever you need them. Just like switching on a light, no need to ask anyone. Guys, for example, I want to use server for 1 hour in cloud. So just for 1 hour, I will pay money and I will use. So you can use cloud services whenever you need them. And second one is pay as you go. In cloud, you only pay for what you use. If you use cloud services less, you will pay less. And if you use more services, you need to pay more. Just like paying electricity bill. And third one is scalability. You can grow or shrink as per your needs. If you need more storage, you can easily get it. Guys, for example, if you want to increase storage, you can pay more money and you can increase. And if you want to decrease storage, you can easily decrease storage. And fourth one is accessibility. Guys, from any location, by using any device, you can access softwares or data which is present in cloud. Just you need internet connection, that's it. And fifth one is security. Guys, cloud has strong security measures. So whatever data you place in cloud, the data will be secure. And sixth one is backup and recovery. Guys, whatever data you store in cloud, the data is stored in multiple locations for backup. So even though if there is any loss of data, you can easily recover it because your data is present in multiple locations. And seventh one is resource sharing. Guys, for example, in cloud like AWS, I took one server for rent. Not only single user will use this server, there are multiple users will use the same server. Guys, not only single user, multiple users will use same server at a time. This is meaning of resource sharing. In cloud, many users use the same servers, storage or software provided by cloud providers. And eighth one is high speed. Guys, cloud services are very fast. You can start them within minutes. For example, if you want to turn on your Windows operating system, at least it will take 4 to 5 minutes. But whereas in cloud, just within 1 minute, you can turn on your Windows. Ninth one is maintenance free. Cloud providers take care of all updates and maintenance. So you don't have to worry about it. As for example, these people took server for rent. And maintaining this server is company's responsibility, not your responsibility. Even if there is any problem to the server, this company must handle it. And if there are any server updates, this company will update. And 10th one is nature friendly. As many people are using same server at a time, which will save electricity. As less electricity is used, pollution will decrease.